Today, 15 September 2021. In previous Dhamma talk, we have already mentioned four sublime body, loving kindness, meditation. Four sublime body are loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, sympathetic joy, mudita, equanimity, ubekha. These four are called four sublime body. Four protection meditation are loving kindness, metta, Buddha recollection, Buddha no Ssati. Boundless meditation, Asubha Bhavana. That recollection, Mrana no Ssati. These four are called four protective meditation. So tonight we are going to explain the other four sublime body, Karuna, Mudita, Ubekha, and the rest of four protective meditation. So before we start our talk, let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Arahato Dathangaya Kilesa Yanudoma Kendo Mudapa Vitato. Arahato Dathangaya Kilesa Yanudugo Ando Munaido Mudato Mudapa Vitato. Arahato Lumina Mendama Mendoi. Ludam Waya Jesse Libya Nindawa Yude Pujan Liana Pujan. Miuajan Singajan Ango Ata Pujan Loku Kando Mudaba Vitado. Arahado Sigwaya Yanai. O Muya no Muya Se Muya Roshan. Makamu Manamya Go Budo Mamu Daba Vitado. Yodo Mamu Daba Vitado. Chansiro Mamu Daba Vitado. Bhagavado Isriya Dhamma Yasasiri. Kama Bienda Midwin Pondo Chauli Nin Biedondo Daba Vitado. Sama Sambuddhassa. Dukha Sajja Samudaya Sajja. Mega Sajja Nirodha Sajja Usvado. Sajja Liva Dogo Puto Dandalin Tutri Dinido Mutapa Vitado. Tassa Dadi Sasa. Logranda Le Mundai Wile. Mayue Maya Injosa Dain Kedu Kaikando. Tandi Go Nendi Bizondo Mutapa Vitado. Tupuno Chaba Lakin Tabinu Miswa Pia Amagan Yaho Bugo Diana Bugo Chija Gondo Yona Napianga Kanda Go Dunga Damo Ejanodoa Namo Yaho Diana Bian Huayue Andale Genjin Holodo Diado Nyi Arahada Bubao Bisondo Yauba Zijin Junga Kono Nalong Doma Byong Byong Mangolio Yue Royo Ju Lasomo Yue Shiku Man Shokaro Jendi Atu Bawadu Sinze Madwe Tepazi Dari Naswa Paya Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu. You can see in this Chaitya chart, we start to explain about the Noble Eightfold Path, morality, concentration, and wisdom. In order to realize Nibbana, we need to follow the Buddha teaching, the Noble Eightfold Path. Firstly, need to observe morality for lay devotee and lay practitioner. After that, we start to explain mindfulness or breathing. First jhana to fourth jhana, 32 part of the body, skeleton, repose, meditation, Vaikasina meditation, and the Tangasina meditation, until to attain all immaterial jhana. After that, previous talk, we have already mentioned all sublime abiding, loving kindness meditation. Tonight we are going to explain compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, Buddha recollection, third recollection, boundless meditation. Benefit of sublime Chattaro Brahma. Metta is the mind's departures from ill ways. Karuna is the mind's departure from cruelty. Mudita is the mind's departure from unhappiness towards other goodness. Upekkha is the mind departure from cravings, love and hatred. So there have examples, mother's mind. Mother has 4 children. One who is still small, one who is sick, one who is grown up, and the eldest one who is working and skilled at his job. The mother wants her youngest child to grow up. This represents metta bhavana. She wants her second chance to recover. This represents karuna bhavana, karuna meditation. Compassion. She wants her third chance to live happily for a long time. This represents mudita, sympathetic joy. She does not worry about her eldest child. This represents upekkha, equanimity. So how to develop the second sublime body, karuna, meditation. So if you are already successful, loving kindness meditation, may not be difficult to develop the sublime body, compassion, karuna, meditation. To develop compassion, you should first select a living person of your own self who is suffering. You should arouse compassion for him or her by reflecting on his or her suffering. And re-establish the fourth jhana with Vaikasina, so the light is bright, clear, and use the light to see the person, and then develop loving kindness up to the third jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana. You can go emerge from it and develop compassion towards the suffering person with the thoughts. With this good person, be released from suffering. Ayam saburiso dukkha mochantu. So if you want to go one by one, firstly, you need to develop yourself. In the loving kindness meditation also say. In compassion also, there are 4 types of person. Yourself, person you like, indifferent person, a person you dislike or hate. So before you discern compassion, karuna to other persons, firstly, you can develop yourself also. May I release from suffering. Police was, dukkha mochami. Dukkha mochami. After that, you can discern compassion to the person you like. After that, in different person, after that person you dislike it. May this good person be released from suffering. Ayan saburi so dukkha muchantu. Ayan saburi so dukkha muchantu. By this way, one by one, you can develop compassion towards. You need the sun by this way, again and again. Until you attain first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, and the fourth jhana. For example, may this good person release from suffering. May this good person be released from suffering. Which person? Person you like or person indifferent or. And this way, one by one, you listen again and again until you attain first jhana. After you are mastering the first jhana, you can go to the second jhana, the third jhana. Indifferent person you dislike or you hate also say. So to know the compassion towards being who are not suffering in any appearance way, you should reform the fact that all enlightened beings are like able to experience the results of evils they have done while wandering through the wrong or rebirth. All enlightened beings are like able, therefore, to be reborn in the lower ranges. Furthermore, every being is worthy of compassion because they are not yet free from the sufferings of aging, sickness, and death. Or that you send the loving kindness to Deva, the Deva, the Brahmas. When you do the compassion, karuna, you need to discern all types of the person, all the types of the person. But firstly, you need to choose only a person your own set. Reflect on his or her suffering. You need to do again and again. So there also have the 12 person, 12 type of the person. So after you discern these 4 types of person, you need to develop the compassion and to break down the barriers. Sima Sambhita. The same as the Metta Bhavana. Metta Bhavana, you are a person you like, indifferent person you hate. So you need to discern and break down the barriers. At the same ways, in the compassion karuna meditation also, you need to discern the 4 types of person to break down the barriers. After that, you need to discern 5 unspecified categories. So we have already mentioned in the loving kindness meditation. Savi Sata, Savi Pana. All beings, all breathers, all creatures, all people, all position individuality. After that, 7 unspecified categories. Sava Eti, all woman, Savi Purisa, all man, all noble ones, all who are not noble ones, all the Deva, all human beings, all in the lower range. Altogether, 12 persons. Now you may think that when you discern the noble person already free from, already realized Nibbana. So even for those persons, you need to develop the compassion, karuna, meditation, because they are still have the suffering. They still need to owe, they still need to sick, they still need to die in the present. They still have suffering. Because of this, so we need, they are also the object of karuna meditation. So after that, you can discern these compassions or the 10 direction. The same as awareness, each direction, west direction, south direction, north direction. Each direction also all are 12 types of person. Unspecified category, specified category. So west direction, south direction, north direction. So all are 10 direction. So there are 10 direction, 1 direction, 12%. 10 direction, 120. So plus 12, altogether 132 ways of compassion, loving kindness, meditation. After you are successful with the compassion meditation, you can develop mudita bhavana, sympathetic joy. To develop the sympathetic choice, mudita, firstly, you should select 11%. You should choose 11% of your own self. So the sight of hand, how makes you happy, warm, of and friendly with. So because we are go step by step for this meditator already attain the fourth jhana. So if already attain the fourth jhana, firstly, before to discern the try to re-establish the fourth jhana, using the vakasina. Use the bright light to see the happy person. So the develops loving kindness meditation, first jhana do the jhana. Compassion, karuna meditation, first jhana do the jhana. Emerge from compassion, the jhana, develop appreciative joys towards a happy person with a thought. Ayan sapuriso yatharara sampadido mavikichatu. The meaning is, may this good person not be separated from the prosperity he has attained. Ayan sapuriso yatharara sampadido mavikichatu. To this many times and the day, first jhana, second jhana, and the third jhana. So in this sympathetic joy mudita, there are also 4 types of person. Firstly, you can develop yourself. Yathalara sampadido mavakichantu. May I not be separated from prosperity I has attained. For other people, may this good person not be separated from the prosperity he has attained, she has attained. And this way, you need to discern yourself, person you like, in different person you dislike or hate. So also need to discern to break down the barriers, sima samvita. They are also same 5 unspecified category, 7 specified categories. Also the 10 direction. 10 direction is direction 12%, what's direction 12%. 1 thought of sympathetic joy, mudita meditation. So all the 10 directions, 12%, 1 thought of loving kindness, 120, and plus 12, 132 ways of sympathetic joy. So sympathetic joy, no compassion, sympathetic joy. Altogether, 132 way of sympathetic joy. After developing sympathetic joy, also you may easily to develop upekha bhavana, equanimity meditation. So when you develop upekha bhavana, sympathetic joy. So you should first re-establish the fourth jhana or the white kasina. Then choose a person, your own self, whom you are natural to. So develop loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy. Loving kindness, first jhana to third jhana. Compassion, sympathetic joy, first jhana to third jhana. So emerge from loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, third jhana. Need to refresh on the disadvantage of those three sublime abiding. Closeness to affections, like and dislike, elation, wants. Reflect on the fourth jhana based on equanimity as peaceful. Then develop equanimity towards the happy person with the thoughts, Ayan Sapuriso Dhammasāra. With this, good person is heirs to his or to her own karma. Ayan Sapuriso Dhammasāra. Ayan Sapuriso Dhammasāra. This way, you need to listen again and again. For this Upekha equanimity only have the four jhana concentration. Because of this, before you develop this Upekha equanimity meditation, firstly you need to develop awareness, first jhana to third jhana, compassion, first jhana to third jhana, mudita, sympathetic joy, first jhana to third jhana. After that only, you can discern the fourth jhana, equanimity meditation. Also saying you need to try to break down the barriers with four types of person. Yourself, person you like, indifferent person you dislike or hate. Is with this good person is heirs to his own karma, to our own karma. Ayan Sapuriso Dhammasāra. Ayan Sapuriso Dhammasāra. Also 5 unspecified category, 7 specified categories. Time directions. So each direction 12%. 1 thought of Upekha equanimity. Time direction 120. Plus 12, 1, 3, 2 ways of equanimity. Upekha meditation. Upekha bhavana. Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. So here you can see Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekha. You can do what jhana do. Upekha equanimity, only 4 jhana, based by loving kindness, compassion, and sympathetic joy. So here are the 4 sublime abiding as path to purity. I have already mentioned loving kindness is the way to purity for one who has much ill will. Da Yavadu Yavada Bahu Lasa Visuddhi Mako. Karuna, compassion is that for one who has much cruelty. Karuna Vihesa Bahulasa Visuddhi Mako. Mudita, appreciative joy is that for one who has much aversion. Mudita Arati Bahulasa Visuddhi Mako. Upekha, equanimity is that for one who has much greed. Upekha Raga Bahulasa Visuddhi Magga. So that's mentioned in Visuddhi Magga. Page number 311. The benefit of four sublime abiding Brahma Vihara. Four types of attentions to others. Also, attentions given to being is only for four. That is to say, as bring welfare and happiness, as removing suffering, as being glad at their success, as unconcerned. That is to say, impartial neutrality. So after four sublime abiding Brahma Vihara, you can develop Buddha recollections, Buddha Ssati. So there are many benefits by developing Buddha recollection, Buddha Ssati. The meditator who are not yet attained the jhana concentration also can develop Buddha recollection. I have already mentioned in previous talks, not only practice Ānāpāna meditation occasionally if necessary, awakeness, Buddha recollection, boundless meditation, that recollection also can develop, can discern, although not yet attain the jhana concentration. What is the benefit of Buddha recollection? One bhikkhu is devoted to these recollections of the Buddha. Is respectful and reverence towards the Buddha. Attain fullness of faith, mindfulness, understanding and merit. Has much happiness and gladness. Conquered fear and tears. Is able to endure pain. Feels as if he were living in the Buddha's presence. His body becomes as worthies of venerations as a shrine rooms. His mind turned towards the place of the Buddha. If he encounters the opportunity for wrongdoing, he is changed as vivid as thought he were face to face with the Buddha. He heads for a happy destiny even if he penetrate no higher. This benefits mentioned in Visuddhi Magga, the path of purification. So there are 9 qualities of the Buddha. So Buddha recollection can be developed by looking at the 9 qualities of the Buddha. Using a formula he gave frequently in the Sutta. Iti biso bhagava arahant samma sambuddho vijacharana sampanno sukato loka vidu anuttaro purisa Dhammasārati sattha deva manusana buddho bhagavati. 9 qualities of the Buddha. So you need to know what's the meaning of Arahant. The blessed one, having destroyed all defilements, is a worthy one. So the definitions of Arahant. He has removed totally without remainder all defilements and habitual tendency, and has thereby distanced himself from them. He has cut off all defilements with the sword of Arahant path. That also the meaning of Arahant. He has broken and destroyed the spoke or the ways of dependent origination, led by ignorance and cravings. This is also the meaning of Arahant. His virtue, concentration, wisdom, and separate. The highest space, the highest, 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 the highest reverence by Brahmin, Deva, and man. It does not even one in seclusion and unseen do any evil by body, speech, or mind. There are 5 definitions of Arahant. Sammasambuddha, he has attained perfect enlightenment by himself. Vijayacharana Sampanno, he is perfect in knowledges and moralities. There are also many definitions of Vijayacharana Sampanno. Vijaya knowledge, there are 8 types of knowledge. Vipassana jnana, insight meditation knowledge, jnana, the physical powers to create mind objects, Vidivida jnana, supernormal power, Deva Chaku jnana, divine eyes, supernatural visions, Deva Sota jnana, divine ears, so clairaudience, Paracheta Vijana jnana, the ability to read minds, Obe Nivasa jnana, knowledge of previous lifetimes, Aswakaya jnana, knowledge of the ending of mental formation. These are the meaning of Vijja. Vijja and Charana. The meaning of Charana, Charana means morality conduct. There are 15 types of conduct. Sila Samvaro, restraint by virtues. Indriyasu, Kota, Dvarata, guardians of the sense faculties. Vajane, Matinyuta, knowledge of the right amount in eating. Jagara, Nuyoga, Jagariya, Nuyoga, devotion to wakefulness. Saddha, faith, confidence. Ssati, mindfulness. Hiri, shameless. Ottappa, shrinking back from doing wrong. Sutta, learning that which is here. Viriya, energy, efforts. Pinya, wisdom. So, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, the concentrations. So there are 15 of Charana, Vijja Charana Sampanno. Another quality is Sukhatos. He speaks only what is beneficious and truth. Bhagavidu, he knows both. Nodraprisa Dhammasāra, he is an separate tamer of man, fit to be tamed. Sattha Deva Manusana, he is the teachers of Deva and human beings. Buddha, he is an enlightened one. Bhagava, he is the more fortunate person, possessor of the rasa of previous meritorious actions. So there are 9 qualities of the Buddha. So if you want to develop Buddha recollection, now because we are explained systematically, firstly, when you develop Buddha recollection, you re-establish the 4 Ānāpāna jhana. The meditator who already attained the jhana concentration with the Ānāpāna can re-establish the 4 Ānāpāna jhana. Use the light to visualize a Buddha image which you remember, like, and respect. When the image is clear, see it as the real Buddha and concentrate as such. Recollect the quality Arahant. Among 9 qualities, you can use any qualities, but normally you can use Arahant, the qualities of Arahant. Not just image, the Buddha image will disappear, one concentration becomes stronger. So at the time, continue concentrate on one definition you like most. So in the Arahant, there are 5 definitions. Because of this, you can use any definition you like most until jhana fada arise. So although you develop the loving kindness meditations Buddha recollection, Buddha Ssati can take only SS concentrations. So after successful these Arahant, the qualities, if you want to do Sammasambuddha, the next remaining qualities of the Buddha also, you can concentrate in the same ways until you attain SS concentration. According to the Visuddhimagga, as one exercise, applying thought and sustained thought upon the Buddha qualities, happiness arises in him. When the mind is happy, body and mental disturbance are tranquilized by tranquility. When the disturbance has been tranquilized, body and mental bliss arises in him. When he is blissful, his mind becomes concentrated. The jhana fada eventually arrives in a single moment. Only as such concentrations, but no absorption concentration can be attained because the yogi requires many types of special quality. The essence concentration is as known as recollections of the Buddha because it arises with the recollection of the Buddha quality at the means. After developing Buddha qualities, another rotation meditation called Asubha Bhavana, formless meditation. How to develop formless meditation? Asubha meditation, Asubha Bhavana. There are 9 types of symmetry contemplation. Nava, Sivatika, Pabham. 9 types of object for formless meditation are a body, dead, 1, 2, or 3 days old. Crops eaten by animals, a skeleton together with some flesh and blood held in by the tendons, a blood smeared skeleton without flesh, but held in by the tendons, a skeleton held in by the tendon, but without flesh, and nor be smeared with blood. One gone to scratch in all directions. All 9 types of objects for formless meditation are born white in color like a corpse. Born more than a year old, keep together. Bones gone rotten and become dust. So if you want to develop a loving kindness, so you have already attained the jhana in this stage, re-establish the 4th jhana. Until the light is bright and clear, use the light to visualize the fullest crops. When the image of the fullest crop is clear, make it as repulsive. So no repulsive. Concentrate on the object or repulsiveness until learning sign become counterpart sign. Continue to concentrate on the counterpart side up to the fourth jhana. Develop the 5 master ways. So when you develop formless meditation, Asubha Bhavana, you may attain access concentration or fourth jhana concentration. Ssati, that recollection. So when you develop that recollection, third protective meditation, that recollection, Ssati. According the Mahasrivana Sutta and Visuddhi Mega, that recollections to can develop you across you remember sins. So when you develop Asubha meditation, formless meditation, you need to choose the same such body. Although the cross must be same such that body. In Ssati also say. So you need to develop using a cross, you remember sins. Therefore, you should re-establish the first jhana with a repulsiveness of cross and with that external cross as object. Reflect, this body is mind, is also a nature to death. So these bodies of mind is also a nature to die. Indeed, it will die just like this one. It cannot avoid becoming like this. Keep your mind concentrated and mindful of your own death until a sense of urgency, samvega, develops. When the knowing that the life faculties in the image was cut off, concentrate on one of the 4 thoughts on the absence of life faculties. Maraname mind death is certain. Jivitame ado, my life is uncertain. Maraname Ssati, I shall certainly die. Marana Priyo Saname Jivitam, my life will end in death. Continue to concentrate on the absence of life faculty in your own cross till the jhana pathas arise. So if you develop this Ssati, you may attain access concentration, upachara samadhi. The benefit of 4 productive meditation. The 4 protection protects the yogi from various dangers. Awakeness meditation, recollections of Buddha qualities, recollections of the dead, formless meditation. In the Meghiya Sutta, Khuddaka Nikaya, meditation on formless, remove lust. Awakeness, remove ill will. Mindfulness or breathing, cut off discursive thoughts. Meditation on formless should be developed for removal of lust. Asubha Bhavedabha Ragasa Pahanaya. Awakeness should be developed for removal of ill will. Metta Bhavedabha Yavadasa Pahanaya. Mindfulness or breathing should be developed for cutting of discursive thought. Ānāpāna Ssati Bhavedabha Vidaku Vichidaya. Buddha recollections strengthen faith. That recollection arose a sense of urgency. Because of this, Buddha recollection should be developed. One faint in meditation slackens, the mind is told. That recollection should be developed when the sense of urgency is lacking. You are boring. So, according this sutta, according the sutta, so they mention many definition of four productive meditation. Before ending, we should like to discuss briefly the relation between samatha and vipassana. In the Samadhi Sutta, the Khandavaka in the Samyutta Nikaya, the Buddha said, Samadhi bhikkhu bhavita, samahido bhikkhu bhikkhu, yatha bhutam pajanati Ssati. Bhikkhus develops concentration. Concentrated bhikkhus are bhikkhus according to reality understand. Yatha bhutam pajanati. And what according to reality does he understand? Materiality, appearance and disappearance. Feeling, appearance and disappearance. Perceptions, appearance and disappearance. Formations, appearance and disappearance. Consciousness, appearance and disappearance. If you have the powerful concentration, when you develop vipassana meditation, you may see very clearly the object of vipassana meditation, rising and perishing. Therefore, bhikkhu who concentrated knows the five aggregate and their causes and their rising and perishing. You see clearly that because of the arisings of their cause, the five aggregate arise. And because of contemplate cessation of their causes, the five aggregate also completely cease. Samatha, we discussed in the first talk, and today produce strong concentration. It is the light of this concentration, the light of wisdom that let you see ultimate mentality, maturity for vipassana. So if you practice vipassana meditation, there are only two objects of vipassana meditation. For samatha, there are 40 samatha meditation. Among 40 samatha meditation, so if you have enough time, you can learn to practice practically Ānāpāna to until these four rotated meditation. Actually, there are 40 samatha meditation. For vipassana meditation, there are only two objects of vipassana meditation: nama meditation, rupa meditation. There are 16 knowledges of vipassana meditation. You can see in these charts. Firstly, the first knowledge of vipassana meditation is nama rupa paticcheda jnana. So you need to discern mentality and maturity. The second knowledge of vipassana meditation, vichaya parikaha. These two are the object of vipassana meditation. If you have enough concentration, you can see very clearly mentality, maturity, and their causes. Another thing you can say, you may understand clearly the noble truth of suffering and the noble truth of origin of suffering. Because of this samatha meditation is very beneficial for vipassana meditation. This clarity is a great benefit coming from samatha. Samatha also gives you a resting place. There is much to discern in vipassana, and tiredness may occur. So, like the soldier, when they are fighting with the enemies, they cannot fight the whole day. They need to relax in their resting place. In the same way, this samatha also gives you a resting place. So one tiredness occurs, you develop vipassana meditation. In that case, you can stay in one of the jhana for a long time. That rest and refresh your mind, and then you can go back to vipassana. Whenever tiredness occurs, you can again enter jhana to rest. It is good to remember us this benefit of samatha. One and the following talks, we discuss vipassana meditation. Okay, tonight already enough to explain about food supply, abiding, and food protection meditation. Okay, may all you be successful. Morality, concentration, wisdom. The Buddha, the threefold training, step by step, until to attain nirvana very soon.
Oh, there's a question on the screen. Dear Sayadaw, so one must attain all 4 jhanas and then proceed to the 10 kasinas, the 4 protection meditation, and all the other meditation objects that Bhante have taught us today. Is that correct that we must attain all 4 jhanas first, then proceed to the 10 kasinas and so on?
Yeah, so if possible, you can practice until to attain the 4th jhana. Actually, in order to be purifying consciousness, at least access concentration, that's also called consciousness purification. But if you already attain access concentration to absorption concentration, are not very difficult. Because of this, if possible, you can develop until 4th jhana concentration by this way. Okay.
Meaning.
So when you develop Ānāpāna, okay. Firstly, you may attain access concentration. If you continue, you may attain 1st jhana to 4th jhana. True. After that, you can practice 32 part of the body. Because all meditation, samatha meditation are related to each other. If you are already successful with the Ānāpāna 4th jhana, now jhana concentration also not very difficult already. So you can go by this way procedure until vipassana meditation.
Okay. Another question that he has. My other question is that since I'm not an Arya person, maintaining the 5 precepts is extremely difficult. I'm mainly referring to the conscious and its mental factors that comes along. I feel that a lot of the time, my 5 precepts are broken in my mind because of this. Can Bhante advise?
Yeah. Actually, the precept is only can maintain bodily and verbal bad action, cannot maintain mental bad action. Understand? For example, if you keep the 5 precept, you may not do the bad things by your body, you may not speak so unsuitable words. So bodily and verbal bad action only can remove by observing morality. So for the bad thinking, you cannot remove by your morality. Because of this, need to develop concentration. Concentration only can remove the, we can say, arising defilements. Because you are thinking, this thinking mind, we can say, arising defilements, moderate defilements. These moderate defilements can remove by concentration, not by morality. Okay. So anyways, for the ordinary person, although observe morality, their morality will break. So if you know, you try to mindfully to keep your sila, not to break. At least before meditation, okay, I will try to purify my morality. So sometimes in the daytime, you may, sometimes the commit maybe some, that you may break the sound, the morality. So at least before you are sleeping, so you no need to break your sila. So at the time you can take the sila and you can practice meditation. You can do by this way also. I had the experience when I started to arrive to Bhatta. So because of Our master, Venerable Pa-Auk, came here. Many devotees are also ordained as a Samnera. So after the opening ceremony, this meditation center opening ceremony, after the 7 days, they already disrobed. Before disrobed, so according to our Pa-Auk meditation center, so we call them to take the 5 precepts. So at the time I mentioned to them, after changing the clothes, you need to take your 5 precepts, okay? At the time they are not come. So I asked him, why you are not coming to take the precept? At the time they said that one day, we are business person, we may not easily to keep the 5 precepts. Because of this, we don't want to take 5 precepts, they said. Huh? For Singaporean may not be difficult and then, huh? Huh? To do your simple job, huh? Simple business. So at the time I need to request to them to take precept. So in Pa-Auk, I explained in our Pa-Auk meditation center, before they ordain as a bhikkhus in the Sima buildings, before chanting the Kama Vacha, need to ask, need to request to the person who want to ordain as a bhikkhus. So they need to donate. They need to donate what they need to donate. They need to donate alcohol and what called long drink. Long drink, what called. So these 2 things they need to dana to the sangha. For example, when they are ordained as a bhikkhu, they may not break the silas. But when they are disrobed, because they are only temporarily a bhikkhu or the samira. After disrobed, so although they are disrobed to be continue their sila, so the bhikkhu sangha they request to donate, not to do intoxicant, not to do the long drinks. So some are very hard to dana, even the 1 day. But not easy, they said that. Some are they said that 1 day. For alcohol, I can dana, but for long drink, I still need to do. But some are, they can donate for not to do the long drink, but they cannot dana for intoxicant after they are disrobed. Like that. Okay, anyways, at least day or month or years or the whole life or as possible you should dana. So some are thinking very deeply at the time they said that okay, 1 day I will dana for 1 day. not to break the sila, I will dana not to do intoxicant or not to do the long drink. Okay. Some people are made dana 1 month, some are 1 year, some are the whole life. So in the same way, now, although you are a business person, sometimes you may need to tear the lines. So okay, after you are disrobed, now you already disrobed, so you can turn up by this way, how many days or how many weeks or how many months or so I request to them. At the time, most of the Samrira who are disrobed already, they said that, okay, Bhante, if like that, we take the sila for 1 day. We keep our sila for 1 day. Anyway, you can make the determination by this way. At least before you are sleeping, you may not break your sila. Okay, at the time you keep your sila, the whole night you can keep sila. Slowly you can do by this way. 1 day, 1 month, 1 year. Okay, I will try to pure my sila. Slowly your sila will be pure. So that depends on your training. By this way also you can do. But this morality cannot remove the mental bad thinkings. So you may thinkings, these thinking can remove by concentration. For example, when you develop concentration, about 5 minutes, between the 5 minutes, you may not thinking the bad things. So 10 minutes, because of the 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Slowly you need to increase by this way. By this way, you can remove arising defilements, also moderate defilements. There are three types of defilements I have already mentioned in the previous talks. Firstly, cross violence defilements. By observing moderation, you can remove cross and violence defilements. You can remove bodily and verbal bad action by keeping sila. Secondly, when you develop concentration, you can remove second defilements called arising defilements, moderate defilement. Because of this, every day we need to develop concentration as possible as we can. So like we brush our teeth, like we take the shower, every day we need to clean, we need to brush. Why? Every day have an impurity. In the same way in our mind, they have many impurity if we are unwise intentions or if we are not mindfully. Because of this, we need to train ourselves to be mindfully to the wholesome object. Now, if you practice Ānāpāna meditation, as possible, you can any free time, you just develop your meditation object. Occasionally, if you need, you can develop loving kindness meditation. Since the morning, you already can start to do. For example, when you wake up, you may go to wash your feet. When you start to work, at least you can chant Buddha, Buddha, Buddha. At the time, your mind may not think in the bad name. When you may wash your face at the time. Also, when the water touch to your body, you may feel very cool. This loving kindness is also very cooling. So in the same way, you can spread the loving kindness to yourself, to your family, to your environment, to your friends, and to the people who are staying in your country, to the person who are staying in the walls, all living beings who are staying in the walls or infinite universe. As possible, you can spread your loving kindness by this way. You'll be happy. You'll be happy. At least you can do by this way. If you train by this way, you may not think with the unwholesome minds. Because of these some material, if they are free, always they chant some things. So you can do by this way, slowly, you may maintain your mind not to thinking the bad things. Okay.
Okay, Bhante. The next question actually I think is related to the first one. The first question is about must we attain the fourth jhana then proceed to the other meditation objects, right? So now the other question it says is it necessary to do all the four Brahma Vihara? Can we do only one or two types? Also, can we learn the Brahma Vihara without fourth jhana? So I think it's actually quite related to the first question.
Possible. Actually, if you develop loving kindness already enough also. Among four protection, loving kindness, Buddha recollection also possible. Asubha, that recollection, formless meditation, four protection meditation. Some meditator only they are the free time only to develop until the Vaikasina. After Vaikasina means they based by Ānāpāna. After that, they do part of the body, Vaikasina. After that, they want to go Vipassana. That is also enough. Because this Vaikasina also already very powerful concentration. And the meditator who have enough time only, we can teach until four protection meditation. After that, they want to go Vipassana meditation also possible.
Okay, this one is for those who practice the jhanas, correct, Bhante? So, but this question is, can we learn the Brahma Vihara without fourth jhana?
Can. You can learn now. I already explained to you. You can develop also for the beginner may not attain the jhana yet. For example, now you start to practice Ānāpāna. For the beginner may not attain jhana with the loving kindness. But although you not attain the jhana, you can develop it generally, loving kindness meditation. Especially when the hatred mind arises, when you are angry. Although you practice Ānāpāna, you may not easily to concentrate in your meditation object. So at the time, in order to remove your hatred, your anger, so you can do loving kindness for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. That's what generally you can do. You can practice no problem. So actually, these four supply ability are very important in our human societies. Understand? Loving kindness, because we cannot stay alone in the walls. All people need to help each other. For example, The doctor also, they may have the benefit for other people. Engineer, even the worker. We cannot do the whole world the job. So we cannot do the farmer. So everybody had their values. So we need to respect to each other. We need to develop loving kindness to each other. Like the mothers. Some may have the suffer to develop the loving kindness. So some are need to develop for compassion. Some are already, they are successful, need to develop sympathetic joy, mudita. So if we cannot develop like this, they may have many trouble. You will see country to country a lot of competition. They have a lot of jealousy. They are developed laws. Others are not happy. And the human society also say. So although you are not attain the jhana, so the loving kindness in your daily life you can develop a lot. These loving kindness are not only developed by your mind. Physically, what you can help other people, you need to help with your body. That is called kaya. So the how to say kaya kama metta. Loving kindness by bodily action. For example, someone they are very heavy to carry. Other than they cannot bring up, so you just what you can have, you have. So now in Singapore, you need to use ambati or the bus. Some old people, if they are coming, so they cannot stand very long time. Some the women they have the pregnant. So if you have the seat, okay, you can turn up your seat because they are not very convenient to stand very long time. So that's also called loving kindness by your physical body. Someone made the wrong things. Okay, you go to explain with the loving kindness. That is also called loving kindness by our actions. So mental action is we can develop loving kindness by our thinking mind. May you be happy. Okay, when you are go to your working place in your multi-trade, you may see many people. May all you be happy. May all you be happy. Actually, these loving kindness are not only developed by our mind. Okay, by your physical body, by your verbal action, you can do a lot. You can speak very well to other people with a loving kindness. You can do. Another compassion. Also, we need to have the compassion to each other. We should not have a lot of how to go. We should not have a lot of egos. Ego others. Because of this ego in the world, you may see many trouble. They want to be rich. Other people may trouble, no problem. They do their bad business. In this way, that's no good. We need to have the compassion to each other. Sympathetic join someone if they are successful. We need to happy. So in your daily life, you can do this loving kindness. That's a very important in our human society, not only for meditator. Every country, every person, we can develop this. So for supply abundance in the world, very soon will be peaceful. Although people are trying to be world peace, never happen world peace. Why? They cannot develop loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity to each other. So a lot of trouble in the whole world you can see. Actually, these Buddha teachings are very benefit for the person who develop. At least if you develop in your environment, if you develop these four sublime body, at least even the loving kindness may benefit a lot in your environment, in your family, in your country, in your world. Okay? Without jhana also you can develop.
Yes, okay, Bhante. Bhante, next question. Wantami Sayadaw. In Asubha meditation, how to differentiate repulsiveness and aversion? How do we know is the wholesome repulsiveness and not unwholesome aversion arose when we do the repulsiveness? Sorry, when you do the Asubha meditation. How to differentiate whether it is wholesome repulsive arise or the unwholesome aversion arise?
Wholesome repulsive or unwholesome repulsive means?
Yes, when we do the Asubha meditation.
Wholesome repulsiveness. Unwholesome repulsiveness. How you want to differentiate?
I guess the question is when one do the Asubha meditation, so we have to thinking of repulsiveness.
Yeah.
So this thinking should be wholesome, correct? Because you are thinking of yes.
Okay.
So,
Say.
but what is the difference? How we know it is not aversion?
Aversion is what?
Aversion. Angry? Is it angry? Aversion?
Angry.
Yeah.
Repulsiveness is, for example, even your living bodies, you can see the nature of your body repulsiveness. For example, when you wake up, you need to brush your teeth, you need to wash your face. Why? They have impurity. So you see this the nature of this impurity. Okay, our teeth, when you wake up, very bad smell. That's really an impurity. That's not unwholesome. You just pay attention to this impurity, repulsive natures of the body, okay, living body or the dead body, same such body, the same such body that crops, you see. The crop also does a very repulsive. After pass away 3 days already bad smelling. But now in modern dead body may not have the best smelling because they put inside the coffee, very aircon coffee. But anyways, that's even we are living person, that's an impurity in our body. The whole body are many liquid come out, many the smelling have in our body, our head hair, body hair. You just pay attention to this repulsiveness condition. Repulsiveness. That's not the anger. That's not the hatred.
Yeah, I think what he meant is that sometimes if we see asubha objects, we will feel dislike. We don't like the object, or feel very scary or something like that.
Yeah. For example, we need to thinking like that. You see, we need to thinking like that. They also had the example. In some places may have Asian times, some people they need to collect the visas. Okay, the visas actually that's a no okay, very bad things. We may not like. We may not like to see. So this person may not like to see the visas. Although they not like to see the visas. One thing, their job is to collect these visas. Because what they are thinking, okay, if they do this job, they may get the money, they can serve their family. Understand? Although this object is very repulsive, although the dislike object, they have the benefit because his duty is this one. So another is, for example, some people they may their business is for the to prepare for the dead body. Actually, the object is that's a no code. The object is true. That's no very good object. Although no good object, they can make money. Because they can make money, they can do because they thinking the benefit. In the same way, actually the dead body when you see you may not like. Although you not like, so if you design this object, you can develop the jhana. Also, you can remove the lust by developing these dead regulations. We need to see benefit. We need to try. If you try, actually, this object you may not name a dislike object. This object you may name beneficial object. And this way we need to understand.
The next question, it is about foundness meditation. Because now we are actually not possible to find a dead body for meditation usually. So do we have to really face a real dead body during the foundness meditation, or can we use picture or photos?
Another is now in YouTube also you can find. In Singapore, you may not easily to find the dead body in YouTube, you may see. But I have already mentioned at the beginning talks. Not only the dead person and the living person, also you can develop the repulsiveness, the meditation. I have already mentioned, okay, for the beginner listener, I will re-explain a bit. If you cannot find the dead body easily, you can think in your bodies. In our body, they have a lot of team wounds. Okay, how big size team wound do you see before? Sister Philin?
No, maybe
They are
must look
different.
from
They are,
YouTube.
yeah, they are different type of team wounds. When we made the detox in the Thailand, Kosamui, there the teacher, once she explained about the detoxification, so she showed one team wounds. She put
Tea,
inside the team
worms.
wound,
Oh,
team
okay, yes.
wounds inside our
Yes,
body.
yes, yeah.
So you may think only the team wound is very small. So these she put inside the alcohol bottle. They have the 7 meter. This tumor has come out from the patient because he eat a lot of the pork. He eat a lot of pork. Because of this, the bacteria, the tumor become bigger and bigger, stay inside his intestine. So become one made the detoxifications. They are come out from his body. So she want to show other people. She go inside this alcohol the product. My meaning is in our body they have a lot of tumors. When they are eating, they eating inside our body what we eat. So when they drop their feces, they not go the toilets. They drop their feces in our body. Because of this, we need to pay attention to our body. Our body is the toilets of the tumor. After that, so they may marry. They may marry and they may deliver their children. Sometimes they may have the sickness. So our body is like the hospital of the tumors. Because when they are sick, they sick in our body. When they pass away, so they bury their body inside our body. Our body is like the cemeteries of the tumors. So these all are repulsive natures. Okay, we can think in this repulsive condition, and although living body, you can refer repulsiveness. 32 part of the body I have already mentioned at here, repulsiveness. Really, I also have the repulsive nature because of the bad smelling. We need to wash, we need to clean every day, and our body also a lot of sweat. Impurity inside our body also there are many the feces that's also repulsive natures. If you think in by this way, not only the dead body and the living person also internally and externally, you can develop asubha meditation. That is also called kaya kata sati. Okay,
Another question, Wantami Bante. I have ever heard about Chakkanusati, but in the chart that Bante shared just now, I couldn't find it either in Samatha or Vipassana meditation. Can Bante explain about Chakkanusati?
Chakkanusati.
Yeah.
Chakka is like the generosity. They are by samadhi because of generosity they can dana. So that's also among 10 nosati, Buddha nosati, Dhamma nosati. They are 10 recollection the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Ānāpāna also that's the include in the nosati, 10 nosati recollection. Chaka also say because of this charity, so people are reborn in the Deva lives, Deva reigns. Some Deva reigns, so you may know the Deva because of they have the charity, because of their generosity, they are reborn in the Deva life. You need to pay attention to this condition. You can make the Chakkanusati also. Actually, all the 40 samatha meditation, if you have time, you can learn all. But now, because of connected, now Ānāpāna do for protection meditation, our center we are teaching. If you are possible, you can develop all 40 samatha meditation also. Not only Buddha quality, Dhamma quality, Sangha quality, also you can develop.
Any other question? Bhante, just now you mentioned about foundness meditation. So either we can look at the picture of a dead body, or we can actually in our mind thinking that our body is very a lot of foundness, and then impulsiveness, and then we just think foundness, and with this concept go into assess.
Possible. Now,
Possible?
now, sometimes you may see before the dead body. Also, you just pay attention because you already have the concentration. You just pay attention this object. You visualize the dead body. Also, you can see by the YouTube. Huh?
Yes.
There may have many dead body. Huh? Very vipassana. You see this also. You can do. Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Today you have already accumulated money, wholesome kusala marriage, Dhammasāra or serving sila, bhavana, listening to Dhamma talks, money, wholesome kusala marriage, you have already accumulated. May this wholesome kusala marriage be the main cause to realize Nibbana very soon. So, in order that I will recite for conclusion my Dhamma talks, Jaya Mangala Gatha. Jayando Bodhiya Muli Sajjana Nandi Vadano Ewa Mewa Jayo Hodu Jayasu Jaya Mangale Sajjana Sagiwe Menyodoi Nandi Vadano Sinalongo Shwembyo Zede Tayamyati Bodhiya Bodhi Mule Nida Quem Chedi Abarajita Valentanai Jayando Manga Bago Omyan Lady Dagado Ewa Mewa Ewon Tata Pamatayu to Adu Dedo Maga on City Beautiful the Kempaya Shimbo Chile Nu Shiu Banja Then the Anna Breda Bonduro Bondu A Chayo Jedi Kin Piezonya Jendi Odu Mocha Mandwe Pibavi Jaya Mangale Piyan Shankwa Onjen Shinga Mingalaya Didomaga on Sidi Myodago the Kempaya Shimbo Chile Nu Shiu Banja Nindiana Brita Bon Logondu A Jaya Su Jadirago Nizindu Yui Kaunjo Piesi Omninaja Vaziko Dadi Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We know we do share a merit with Shankaunta or we have done. Etavadacha ambehi.
Etavadacha ambehi.
Sambadam punya sambadam.
Sambadang punya sambadang.
Sabbe deva anumodantu.
Sabbe dewa anumodantu.
Sabbe Buddha anumodantu.
Sabbe Buddha anumodantu.
Sabbe Saddha anumodantu.
Sabbe satta anumodantu.
Sabba Sampati Siddhiya.
Sabba sampati siddhiya.
Idame Nyatinam Hotu.
Idame nyatinang hotu.
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo.
Sukhita hontu nyatayo.
Idame Nyatinam Hotu.
Idame nyatinang hotu.
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo.
Sukhita hontu nyatayo.
Idame Nyatinam Hotu.
Idame nyatinang hotu.
Sukhita Hontu Nyatayo.
Sukhita hontu nyatayo.
Idame Punya.
Idame punyang.
Asawakaya.
Asawakaya.
Wahang Hotu.
Wahang hotu.
Idame Punya.
Idame punyang.
Nibbanasa.
Nibbanasa.
Pachayo Hotu.
Pachayo hotu.
Mama Punya Bhagang.
Mama punya bagang.
Sabba Sadhanam.
Sapa satanang.
Bhajemi.
Bhajemi.
Te Sabbe.
Te sabe.
Me Samang
Me Samang
Punya Bhagang
Punya Pagang
Labantu
Labantu Sadhu Sadhu
Sadhu
Sadhu